Okay, so we've all been there. We're scrolling through YouTube and we come across this wonderful short that says, take food photos like this rather than this. And you sit there and you kind of go, okay, but why? What's the science behind it, and what do I actually need to know to make sure that I can make those choices for myself instead of just copying everybody out there? Well, that's today what we're going to talk about, because food composition, angles, lighting, it's all very, very important when it comes to doing these things. If you want to nail the next food shop, make sure you stick around because we've got some tips coming your way. So let's break this down. Okay, so why is it that shifting your phone from quite literally the camera at the top to the bottom, why does this work? Well, quite literally, you're shifting your perspective, you're changing that angle. If you actually flip your phone the other way around, you have a true flat perspective, and it will shift the way things like. So knowing your different angles of which one will work, especially for things that are tall, so drinks, you know, burgers, really, really important, especially like when you're going to go out to the pub, because let's face it, you're going to have drinks, burgers, fries. You know, these are the things you need to consider. So just flipping that upside down is going to make a difference. Shifting your exposure down enables you to kind of manipulate the exposure compensation that's going on, and you get a slightly HDR approach to it, which is really, really cool. Okay, which is why people do it. Okay, it's not difficult, no lighting, but also by shifting it to the bottom, it changes the way the metering happens in it, and therefore it will kind of change things. Okay, obviously these are done in post-processing as well, so we can kind of change things and do things like this. So the really important thing that you need to consider is change up your grid. There's absolutely no reason why you need to use the rule of thirds when it comes to food, especially when you think things like triangle and the S grid can work absolutely fantastic. So if you want to know how to do that, you quite literally just make sure that you've downloaded the Lightroom app, and it allows you to manipulate the different types of grids out there, so you don't get stuck with just the rule of thirds. So try that one. Shift your camera upside down, of course. Changing your exposure to meet the needs of the room is really, really important, along with changing the white balance, because obviously depending on the lighting that you have in the room depends on the impact that you have on your food. So next time that you are out and about, make sure that you take a few decent shots and make sure you tag me in them.